gonna let that incorporate tonight and cook down, but it basically done. See there? Cow foot and butter bean. Hi guys, hello everybody. Hi. So welcome back to Muda Production. Today I'll be making some Jamaican rice and peas with some cow foot. That might not sound good to some viewers, but in our culture it's delicious. You ought to try it one day. So here we go. I already put on some red beans. These are not kidney beans. These are small red beans. We normally use kidney beans, but you can use any red beans you want. Any kind of beans you want put in there make rice and peas. But this is red beans. I did a video before of how to make rice and peas, Jamaican rice and peas, and I just figured I'll do this again for you guys. And I have this boiling. I'm not making a big pot, as you can see. So let me see if I can turn the light on in case you had not seen it. Well, there we go. Not making a big pot, right? So we just put on a little bit with a little piece of garlic. So the garlic have float here. Smashed it and let them cook down. If you want, you can use the canned peas, you know. If you want cut down pan time, I use the canned beans. We say peas, you know. By all means, go ahead. But this time I use some fresh red peas, cooking it from scratch. And it's been boiling for about maybe 45 minutes now. So we're gonna let that stay and boil till they're nice and tender. I have this down on not too high. If you want to put it up high, you can put it up on high so it comes to a roaring boil, cooks quicker and all that. But if you know, I'm just make it cruise. I have it pan what, 4 or 4.5 right now, and it will cook. It probably take about maybe, from the looks of it, let's see, they're not tender yet, but them I got through. Them start to, you know, get there. So let's say cook it for an hour if you're doing it fresh. But like me say, when you're home and you're doing it, you just check for tenderness and make it boil till them nice and soft. Alright? And then I'm gonna show you the cow foot. Alright, so here's my cow foot. It's already seasoned. Seasoned with scallion. Again, I'm a lover of garlic. Garlic has so many health benefits and I love it. So it's garlic, scallion. A little later on I'll add some more um, garden vegetables to it because we're layering the flavors. But usually I throw everything on there one time. But this time I just season with powder seasoning. Garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, some soy sauce. I use the low sodium soy sauce because I'm watching my level of hypertension. So I try to not use too much salt. And what did I say? Garlic powder, onion powder, a little paprika if you want to. Just use whatever powder seasoning you have and you want to zhuzh it up with. Can't go wrong with this. Cannot go wrong with this. And definitely have to have fresh garlic. Well, that's for me. But it's not rocket science, man. Look like it's a lot of thing to do, a lot of work, but in truth and in fact, it's not a lot of work, and that's the cow foot. See it there? See it there? Cow foot. And it's gonna cook till it nice and tender, and it's delicious. It's kind of more of a gummy type of texture with the meat. Gummy. Here, I cleaned out all that, fat that was in there. Clean it up and wash it with some vinegar. You can use lime too or lemon just to clean it up. And sit there. Tap all kind of powder seasoning on it. Just season up your meat. Season up your meat how you want it to taste. Be creative in the kitchen, Cooking is being creative. And it's relaxing. It's like a form of therapy for me. And it can be for you too. Nothing hard in that. See it there? And you season it up. And we're going to come back and show you when I put that on. And get it brown up a little. And start the ball rolling. Alright guys, so let's check on our beans and see how they're coming along. It's been almost an hour. I think they're nice and tender. Let me see if you guys could see that. Let's get on in. here so you guys could see. See? They're falling apart. Look at that. Let's do a test of that and see how they are. See? It's hot. Ooh, yeah, they're nice and tender. See that? Nice and tender. They are falling apart. Turn that light on. I keep forgetting to turn the light on. See? And all the water has boiled down. So we're gonna smash that garlic. That garlic will cook out. So, you know, in a bit, I'm going to season that pot and show you how I season up the rice and peas and get that rice and peas up and running. Alright people, and we're back. Ooh, the fire they hot. Let me turn this down. We're getting ready to do the cold foot and we're gonna start browning it, right? So I have a little oil in here. Getting hot, not too much oil. That spot is just a piece of the seasoning that fell in there just to test the oil, right? The oil is nice and hot. I had this up to 7, but this stove get hot real quick. So I turn it down, the peas done. It's just off, but you know, the residual heat got it going still. And then I'm gonna drop my cold foot in. I have the fan going to let some of that frying scent out. It's going to take a while, you know, because cold foot are something tough. Take a while to cook till it's tender. You understand? I do have an Instapot, but today I choose to do it old school style. You see me? Real old fashioned way. And then I no rush, right? And then I no rush. So yeah, I will cook this up and cook it up just to cook it down, right? Cook it up just to cook it down. Yeah. And that's the seasoning that's left behind. That's gonna go on when it's finally almost done, when it's tender and everything. So I'm not gonna use this now. Cover that back and give my hands a wash. Right? Let that cook. I'll cover it up. The good old Dutch pot. See it then? The good old Dutch pot. Let me get a fork. And then my fork, the long fork. See it? That one goes. See it brown nicely. That brown up nice. See it? Just want to catch a little color in a remember spice half the pan it go in with the browning process, and then when it gets close to brown up, to finish cooking rather, you go add a little more browning sauce on it to give color. Them say you eat with your eyes, right? So you have to make things look nice. You know, see them? Beautiful, right? Whoa. So while that cook, you're gonna make it brown up a little more, and then you're gonna throw some water on it and make it go and cook down, cook till it's tender. So while that's going on, I'm gonna season my rice and peas. Don't go nowhere. Hang tight. step back from the browning process. Coming along nicely. See there? That going good. The tip little water upon it, right? Tip little water upon it. We now use cold water. We use some warm water. Because cold water kind of slow down the process, the cooking process. So we're gonna use some hot water. We're not fill it with water, and we're just gonna put a little bit, right? See it? I will tip it to the side. We'll put a little bit to the side. My mother always tell me, teach me to tip the water to the side. I don't remember why. Don't remember if I did ask her why. But she knows what she had talked about. I mean, just take our word feet and tip it to the side. Yeah. Alright guys, let's get back on this cookbook. Let's see what we have and see what's going on. Wow. Look at that one. Look at that. Even that. That's pretty. See, it can go on so in it brown down, you know. Got some color. That's as much color as it can go get by itself on its own, right? See that? That's the most it's gonna get on its own. So I'm gonna put water on it and make it cook down. Only for water. That's it tough, so it's gonna take a while to cook, right? So yeah. Let's get some water on there. Only for water. Hot water. See there? I'll make that bad boy cook down. Now put it on. Because we're getting ready to season the rice and peas now. Right? So we make sure we put enough water on this thing. So it's just, and just let it rip, you know? See there? Turn up the stove. Make it rip. See there? Alright. Right? Hard board. Let it rip. And we're gonna take care of this now. We're just gonna season it for now. Right? Let me get the water turned off. Turn off the water. Okay, so here's what we have. Scallion. We have a green pepper and some thyme. And I use all of the thyme here. Because some of the time I will use the season the rest of season the cow food. So right now I go cut up these and come right back and show you when me I season up the rice and peas. Alright. Checking on the cow food, guys. It's still going. Like I said, it's gonna take a while. Right? Have the heat up on high. And it's going to take a while. So we're gonna let that tenderize. Not go down the time soon, but I'll show you what's going on as it progresses. That's the rice and peas. I've already added the rice and the seasoning, and it's gonna cook on a not so low heat. Then after a while I turn it down. Right now I have it on 4, so I'm gonna turn it down to 3, right? And guys, like I said, I did a rice and peas video already, so go on my channel and look down and you'll see the rice and peas video. I'll attach it to this for you guys to watch, so stay tuned and see what's going on. Alright guys, so we've added seasoning, onion, pepper, thyme. I added a little more garlic just to enhance the flavor, and this is what we have. It's almost there. It's nice and tender. Check that out. See? Pork tender. See that? Walk right through it. See? Walk right through it. See? and tender, cook nicely, right? Nice and tender. Took a while, it was cooking for over an hour, right? It started like about noon time, it's now 3:30. It was cooking for quite some time, but we're finally getting there, right? So I'm gonna let that finish up, and that's the cow foot. Then I'm going to add some butter bean. Some people call it lima bean, right? Same thing. And it's gonna be nice, delicious. Turn on the light so I can't see it better. See it there? Oh, yeah. That look good, man, not true. Delicious. Rice and peas done. See it there? Yeah. And guess what? I made some stewed chicken as well. Like me say, the video did upon the stewed chicken. I'm going to go check it out. You see me? There it is. There is the cow foot. See it there? Alright, so I added the butter beans. And I'll let that incorporate tonight. And cook down, but it's basically done. See it there? Cow foot and butter bean. See that? Cow foot and butter bean, people. Beautiful. You should try it sometime. Nice. Nice. See there? Cow foot and butter bean. Nice, people. Delicious. Real nice stuff. I'm gonna leave that, make it simmer. And there you have it. Cow foot and butter bean. Jamaican style.